Christians attending Easter Sunday service in South Sudan, it was a day to celebrate and to pray for peace as the region inches closer to likely independence from Sudan's Arab Muslim government in Khartoum. Arab Muslims have lived in the South for generations, but most Southerners are Africans, and for more than 2 decades, the South fought for independence from the North until a peace accord ended the conflict in 2005. That accord created an autonomous South, led by Salva Kiir and his party, the former rebel Sudan People's Liberation Movement, or SPLM. The peace deal also provides for the nationwide parliamentary and presidential elections, as well as the referendum next January on secession in the South. The most prominent proponent of independence for the oil-rich region is Mr. Kiir, an incumbent for the presidency of South Sudan. He tells VOA he considers the referendum more important to the region than national elections.
After the elections, and you form the governments, you will have less than 9 months in the offices. Then people will have to go for the referendum. And that means dissolution of the government. And so the government would just be short-lived. This is why we, and I personally, said that for the people of Southern Sudan, the referendum is much more important than the elections.
Still, there are plenty of people in the South who want to participate in national elections. The question for many is whether they will be able to. The poor state of roads across South Sudan's 10 states could prevent voters from reaching polling stations. And President Kiir blames the Khartoum-based National Election Commission of making things more difficult.
There are areas where the polling stations have been removed from where they were supposed to be conducted and then taken to far distances. And not everybody will afford to find a transport to that place. This is one of the reasons that we think that elections will not be free and fair.
The complex nature of the balloting system, with each voter having to cast 6 separate ballots, is also expected to cause confusion. Residents of a small village outside of Juba complain they have not received instructions on how to vote. Most do not read or write. This is the first time you've ever seen a sample ballot?
Yes, the first time for us.
The coordinator for a local election monitoring group says inadequate preparations and registration irregularities have left many Southerners angry and frustrated.
The voter education have never been done enough to mobilize the citizens, to tell them exactly the importance of elections. Why I say so, the voter education first started late.
The pastor of the Episcopal Church of the Sudan in Juba says he fears there could be violence if a large number of people are not given the opportunity to vote.
I hope it will be free and fair. Even if it cannot be 100% free and fair, it will be around 60.
And you can accept that?
We can accept. Because this is the beginning. And when you are beginning, we are beginning on everything.
In other words, if Southerners can get through these elections peacefully, it may pave the way to independence, and the prayers of many will be answered. Alisha Ryu, VOA News, Juba, South Sudan.